The physical act of spending money has been simplified because of modern payment technologies such as debit cards, Apple Pay, Venmo, and one-click checkouts. Despite its conveniences, modern technology also isolates us from the world around us. Spending mindlessly and having difficulty saving or sticking to a budget can result from this. It's sometimes better to keep your finances by hand instead of letting a budgeting app do it for you. A perfect example of this would be the Japanese tradition of using a KaekiBo that offers an easy solution to mindless spending habits. With this budgeting system, you keep track of your purchases and practice mindfulness to prevent unnecessary spending and reach your savings goals. Hello and welcome back to the Finance Guardian channel. In this video, we'll talk about KaekiBo, a simple Japanese money trick to become richer. Hit that subscribe button and the bell beside it and let's get started. What is KaekiBo? It is pronounced as KaekiBo, which translates to Household Financial Ledger. It helps you stick to a budget and reach your savings goals by tracking your finances manually. According to the Journal of Japanese Studies, KaekiBo was first introduced in 1908 by Hani Makoto, the first notable female Japanese journalist who published one of the first magazines aimed at housewives. In the pages of the magazine, Fuji no Tomo, Makoto encouraged readers to develop schedules and systems for household chores. She also advised setting aside savings for their families and promoting the concept of homemakers as managers of the household finances. The KaekiBo system revolves around four key questions. How much money do you have available? How much do you want to save? How much money are you spending? How can you improve? Although a KaekiBo is a simple physical ledger and the accounting system may have been initially designed for housewives, it can be adapted and used by almost anyone. It can be a powerful tool, especially for people accustomed to maintaining finances on computers and phones. It is designed to help you control your budget and become aware of your spending habits. Asking yourself in-depth, reflective questions about what you're doing with your money can help you change your financial practices and achieve your goals. Who is KaekiBo best for? First-time savers. The Start Anywhere approach celebrates even the most minor savings goals and motivates you to save more along the way. Timid or hesitant budgeters. The KaekiBo method banishes the notion that anyone has a bad relationship with money. It puts users in charge of their spending, which gives them a sense of confidence and control. Unstable budgeters. KaekiBo's flexibility and simplicity might make it easier for you to stick to your budget. Envelope budgeters. KaekiBo's categories are similar to the envelope budgeting method, in which fixed amounts are distributed into virtual or physical envelopes ahead of time. You'll probably enjoy KaekiBo if envelope-style planning works for you. How to use KaekiBo? There are several steps involved in utilizing KaekiBo. There are some steps that you do at the beginning of a new year, some at the beginning of each month, and others throughout the month. Towards the end of each month, you review your spending and goals. This process provides you with an overview of your finances and an in-depth look at how you spend your money daily. Basically, here's how it works. Step 1. Perform a yearly evaluation. You can begin your ledger by estimating your income and expenses for the upcoming year. This section lets you record your expenses that usually occur only once a year, such as vacations or car insurance. This is also an excellent place to record your holiday spending plans. You can make your annual review more effective by looking at the previous year's spending. Keep in mind what you plan to accomplish over the next 12 months and what infrequent bills may need to be paid. Step 2. Make a monthly budget. You'll answer 2 questions at the start of this section. How much money will be coming in? Keep track of your income sources, including salary, freelance income, and side hustle income. And when you expect to receive the money, take the total and add it up. How much money will be going out? Be sure to record your fixed monthly expenses such as rent, utility bills, health insurance, and debt payments. Then subtract your fixed expenses from your income sources to answer the first question of KaekiBo. How much money do you have available? And also, by this time, you've covered your fixed expenses. Next, consider the savings goals you have for the month. How much would you like to save and for what purpose? Make a note of the amount and the purpose of your savings goals. Take this amount and subtract it from your available funds. Ideally, your savings goals won't be the total amount of your available money, since you will need to budget for miscellaneous expenses like groceries, personal care, and occasional entertainment. That's what the next step is for. Step 3. Set your weekly expenditure. It's time to figure out your weekly spending after you've sorted out your big picture spending. To determine how much you have to spend each month, subtract your savings goals from the available money you have left. Then divide that amount by the number of weeks in a month. Bearing in mind that some months may have 5 weeks, the number you get from your calculations will give you an idea of how much you can spend each week. Be sure to record each penny you spend each week. To keep track of your weekly expenses, you may want to categorize them according to where they are going and where you can improve. The best way to keep your categories simple is to keep them short. KaekiBo planners, for example, recommend categorizing events as follows: survival or needs. These are necessities you cannot live without, such as food and water. Optional or wants. Things that you can live without, like extra clothing or a dinner out at your favorite resto. Extras. These are unexpected expenses you can't plan for during your annual review, like your friend's wedding gift, a car repair, or medical bills would be among the extras. Cultural. Cultural expenditure, such as books, museums, or zoo visits, or your Netflix subscription might be lumped in the optionals or wants category. But some KaekiBo books separate culture expenditures into their own category. Color coding your categories helps you see where your money is going at a glance. For example, blue inked pens are for survival expenses, red inked pens are for wants or options, and green inked pens are for extras. Step 4. Conduct a monthly assessment and evaluation. Take a moment at the end of each month to review your spendings and savings. This review helps you answer the question, how can you improve? Maintain a record of what you needed to spend, what you actually spent, and what you saved. To discover ways to improve, try to ask someone some detailed questions like, did you reach your savings goal? What did you do to reach your goal? Did you spend too much in some categories? How can you improve next month? Write down your answers to each question in your journal so you have something to look back on next month while planning your spending or before making a purchase you don't need. Top tips for mastering the KaekiBo approach. It takes practice to budget and save money. It is essential to remain consistent as much as possible. Check out these tips to help you use KaekiBo to make your finances work. Keep a mindful attitude. One of the things that make KaekiBo unique is the mindfulness component. Observe your spending and consider whether or not the purchases make you happy and contribute to your goals. Keeping track of your spending is necessary. As you make purchases throughout the day, jot down your spending in your journal. Spending your money mindfully will help you stay on top of your finances. Setbacks are part of the learning process. Were you able to reach your goals this month? Don't let discouragement get the best of you. Take a moment to reflect on why you overspent and move forward without judgment. Be sure to involve your family as well. Although KaekiBo works best as a personal budget tool, your partner or children are welcome to use it too. Assign spending budgets and savings goals to each person at the beginning of the month. As long as each person has their own purposes, they can keep their own KaekiBo. Give KaekiBo a shot if you find creating and maintaining a budget challenging. Keeping track of everything manually might help you organize your finances. KaekiBo goes one step beyond most budgeting methods by asking you to examine your spending habits and consider what you can do to improve them. With it, you can gain a big picture and a detailed view of your finances that many budgeting systems do not provide, which can be the key to achieving financial success. Have you ever tried using KaekiBo or manually recording your budget? Was it effective for you? Let us know in the comments section. And that's all the time that we have today. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe to our channel to remain updated about all our future videos. We'll see you next time.